Hello everybody, it's Mel. Thank you for joining me today for a flip through of my 2025 Always Fully Booked reading planner. So this is the planner here. This is the 2025 edition, and yeah, I'm going to go through and show you what I've done with it. I didn't really complete a lot of it, but you'll see that in the flip through. So yeah, that's the plan for today. I'm going to go do that now. I'm going to go to the top down view, and then you'll see me again, current Mel, this Mel, again, to say goodbye. So here we are with my Always Fully Booked 2025 reading planner. It is propped up on next year's one, just ignore that. But yeah, let's go through and have a look how I went using my reading planner this year. We have still got the sticker page in there, which I probably will end up tearing out and using some of those stickers this year, or next year, 2026. Then we have the Always Fully Booked title page, which I've just written my name and put a couple of stickers in. These are our dates to remember for 2025, and I just use them for birthdays. Important info. So I put in the rating system that I've been using. This was a rating system which was created by Erin from Erin Smith. She basically was inspired by G from Book Roast, but found that Book Roast's core pile was a little bit too in-depth for her and didn't entirely work the way she wanted it to. So she made her own one. We have a peach, it is the peach scale. So it is plot, enjoyment, artistry, characters, and heart. You give 5 points to each section, and then you divide it by 5. Add it together and divide it by 5, and that gives you your 5-star rating. Sorry, your rating out of 5 stars. So that is what I've been using this year. My 2025 goals. Bingo Board from Hell, I will be talking about separately. Script manuscript to publishers, I did not do this year. Take Baby to something at least once a week, so like Rock and Rhyme, Launching into Learning or something like that. I have done taken Baby to basically all the things every week, so that's definitely gone out. Work out 4 times a week, did not happen. Read 52 books, I am very close, almost there. Write another book, haven't done that, and following cleaning schedule, have not done that either. So I didn't do very well with my 2025 goals this year for 2025. Our reading checklist, as you can see, I did pretty well colouring it in, but then fell off the wagon a little bit there towards the end of the year. But I did keep track of it, did not read nearly as many books as you could potentially keep track of. Then we have the bookshelfie, which I was going to write out, colour in like what the page looked like, the spine of the book looked like, and write out each book as I read them. Got partway through February and did not continue. So yeah, that was a total failure. Alright, book series. So the purpley colour is previous to 2025, and the pinky colour are books I read in 2025. So as you can see, I finished Six of Crows, finished Akatar, I finished Skyward, I finished the Ending Fire trilogy, finished the Scholomance trilogy, I started Murderbot, and I started the Roland Sinclair, and there should be another bit coloured in there. Also One Dark Window and those two need to be coloured in, but I finished a few series which I'm pretty happy with, but then again I started some, so kind of balances it out, I think. I didn't use the quotes at all. I like having the quotes there as pages there as an option, but I didn't use them. I would like to try and use them a bit more in 2026. Alright, then we have a page which I can't remember what it was initially. I think it might have been pre-orders, which I don't really do, so I use it as a book haul, and I did keep a track of my book haul, although I haven't added Christmas presents, but still, I think I did pretty well. Got 2 books over Christmas, so 34 books hauled in the year is not too bad, I don't think. Author backlist, the only one I did wrote out last year was Naomi Novik, and then I didn't do that at all anyway. So rereads page, which as you can see I filled in and did not. I did reread some of The Realm of the Elderlings, but I don't think I reread any of these books, so that's not very good. I have been listening to music, but I didn't fill anything in. I need to fill in one more for Movie Tracker. I decided to use this just for movies that I've went out physically to the theatre, and as you can see we didn't really do that very often in 2025. A TV tracker, again I have not really been keeping track of this very well, and I didn't do anything with this one. I don't even know what I was intending to do with it. 5-star releases, I think I've got a couple more I need to fill in, but I didn't have that many this year. I did okay on the A to Z challenge, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So about 3/4. It's not too bad, I don't think. Alright, then I have the fully booked reading challenge, which again I think I did okay with. Got about, again, 3/4 filled in. I did, again, similar, about 3/4 for the on the cover. I did really well with the rainbow challenge. I completed the rainbow challenge, which I'm very happy with. For genre reading challenge, I have almost filled. I have not done poetry or classics, and then I only filled in a few of these. I probably need to fill in a few more because I just realized it was set rather than written, so I actually could fill in a few more. For Read Around the World challenge, I didn't do very well. I'm happy that I got Antarctica. I was planning on colouring this all in, but obviously I didn't do that. So my bingo board from hell, I'm going to actually have a separate video talking about that because some of these are added to and things. Buzzword, I think I might need to add a couple more pictures, but I didn't do very well in Buzzword. I failed to colour this in. Fast 35. So I only got up to August and I didn't colour in anymore. I read more, didn't colour in anymore. Battle of the Books, I'm not going to go into because I will be doing a separate video discussing favourite books of the year. And my period tracker I used once. My stats, I have not done the average rating, but apart from that I have filled in the stats and the genre tallies, so happy to have kept up with that. I didn't do anything with these pages. The next page I'm going to cover up, oh not the next page is blank. And then I had video ideas, so this page I'm going to cover up the title of because we've decided not to give any information about Baby Book Fiend, but I have a full spread where I've got some of Baby Book Fiend's favourite books for 2025. So favourite books for 2025 for Baby Book Fiend, we have all of these beautiful books here. Going into the monthly spreads, I'm only going to show you January. So each month has a calendar, which I tend to primarily use for figuring out my video schedule. A TBR books to read page, new releases page, then the calendar pages, which again I've written out mostly video schedules. And then there's a page for your bookish haul, your reading wrap-up, and then there's a couple of blank bits at the end. At the end of each quarter, there is also a quarterly wrap-up, quarterly check-in, which I didn't fill in really at all. There are a couple of months where I stuck in some things. So in July, we have the Australian Readathon, and this is the bingo board. This is a readathon that is hosted by myself, Steph from Novelty Corner, Ren from The Reading Ren, and Meredith from Bin Chicken Books. I think it was it in August? Maybe I didn't stick it in. One of the months, oh yeah, I did stick it in. I did the What Victoria Read Summer Reading Challenge. That's in winter for us, but that's not the point. And then these are how I did. Didn't do particularly well. Got about half of them, which isn't too bad really. And then I'm going to go all the way to the reviews and show you what those pages look like. So each page has a section for you to write the title, the author, when you started, finished. I just write the month I read it in, the length of the book, whether it's from your collection, the library, an ARC, or somewhere else, published, when it was published, genre, would you recommend it, what format you read it in, the setting, the main character's name, and then some thoughts that you had, and also your star rating, which I didn't fill in for every single one because I was trying to colour them in according to the kind of like the cover of the book, and I didn't always get the pens out. And then I kind of gave up writing reviews and just used it for the peach scale. So this is a quick run for you of all the books that I read. Do you want me to go back and tell you what they all were? It Looks Like Us was the first book I read in 2025. It Looks Like Us by Alison Ames, The Ending Fire by Sarah El Arifi, The Little Prince by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, Murder in an English Village by Jessica Elliott, So Many Beginnings by Bethany C. Morrow, The Golden Enclaves by Naomi Novik, The Stationery Shop at Tehran by Marjan Kamali, The Reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson, Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo, Trixie Belden and the Case of the Midnight Marauder. I did not write who wrote them. The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst, The List of Suspicious Things by Jenny Godfrey, Wayward by Amelia Hart, Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross, One Piece by Ariro Oda. I apologise, I've no doubt said that name completely incorrectly. In an Absent Dream by Shauna Maguire, Defiant by Brandon Sanderson, A Few Right Thinking Men by Solari Gentile, Peril at End House by Agatha Christie, All Systems Red by Martha Wells, The Teller of Small Fortunes by Julie Leong, The Lady of the Lake by Jean Menzies, Artificial Condition by Martha Wells, The Hymn to Dionysus by Natasha Pulley, The Writing Retreat by Julia Bartz, Liar's Test by Amberlynn Quay-Molina, Heartsease by Kate Krumenink, Love Unleashed by Melanie Seward, The Spirit of the Crocodile by Aaron Fipasso, Michelle Scott and Tucker Lynn White, A Decline in Profits by Solari Gentile, Role Playing by Kathy Yardley, A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas, The Song of the Crocodile by Nadi Simpson, Neon Gods by Katie Robert, On the Come Up by Angie Thomas, Castle Shade by L'Oreal King, Calabasas by Arif Kwong, Sleeping Murder by Agatha Christie, Dragon Fruit by Micaiah Lucia, The Wedding People by Alison Ispach, Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab, Iris Kelly Doesn't Date by Ashley Herring Blake, Dungeon Crawler Carl by Matt Dinnerman, Wool by Hugh Howey, One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig, A Heart in the Body in the World by Deb Coletti, A Study in Drowning by Ava Reed, The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year by Ali Carter, Strong Female Character by Fern Brady. I do have 2 more books on the go, but whether I finish them in 2025 remains to be seen. And I believe that's everything I have in this journal. And there you have it. That is my 2025 flip through of my Always Fully Booked planner. I think that's everything I have to say today. So if you have any thoughts on anything that I put in this planner, anything that I could do differently going forward or in different future years, let me know all that down below. If you have a flip through of your own reading journal or planner or something like that that you'd like to let me know about, please put that in the description below, in the comments below as well, because I always do enjoy a reading journal video. If you'd like to leave me a comment but you don't know what, then leave me a star emoji, because we have these stars on the cover of this planner. And that's everything that I have to say to you today. So, thank you so much for joining me. I really, really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would absolutely love it if you would subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, like I said, thank you so much for joining me today. Really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.